Hi. So, if I were talking to a client about when to call me in labor, I guess I would have to gauge how many weeks along are they, and then asking them specific questions about when do you feel as though your labor started, what time. So, making sure my client is watching kind of the time and paying attention to her body and also using her intuition, because I would ask her, when did your contractions start? How long are they? Also, to listening to how she sounds. Does she sound, out of breath? Does she sound anxious? What does she sound like to me? Is she really feeling like, okay, this is it? And asking her, just again, pay attention to yourself. How are you feeling? How long are your contractions? Can you time them? And also, did your water break? So call me if your water breaks, but if your water hasn't broken, it might not be time. So those are kind of the things that I would ask my client, because I think, and I have nothing to base this on except for me. Like with my first child, my water broke. So I knew then that it was time for me to go to the hospital. But I think with women today, especially women who are probably home birthing, maybe through the prenatal visits, reiterating and reminding how valuable it is for the woman to listen to her body and to listen to her baby. I learned that too throughout this course, is that the baby is a part of the whole process, and listening to the baby, talking to the baby. I think that has been so important. Like, that baby has wisdom and knowledge and information as well, and it's inside of you, and it knows when to come out. It knows how to breathe when it comes out. All these amazing characteristics of this human that's coming to life. And so I would say to my client, what is your baby saying? And relax for a minute and try to just listen and use your intuition to let me know when you're in labor. And again, I think it's so critical that when you're coaching a woman or counseling, helping, doing consultations throughout her pregnancy, that she's really getting to know herself and listening to herself and her body, her intuition, her feelings. And I think that really preps her. That will really help her to know and be confident when the time is coming for her, when she is in labor. And I just know that because of all the work I've done in my own personal life. It's like I can read things a lot more easily, and I'm more trusting, and especially trusting of my body. And I think we as a society have lost touch with our bodies, especially women, because we become so dependent on the doctor, the nurses, the staff in a medical place, that we don't pay attention to our own body's signals and our own body's innate information. So really, when it comes down to it, those are the kind of questions that I would ask her. When did your labor start? How long are your contractions? Has your water broke? And how are you feeling? And listening for her what she sounds like, to notice if she's had a baby before, maybe she really knows her body and realizes, oh, this baby, my first baby came pretty quick. I feel the same. Or so just getting in touch with how she feels. So thank you. That is question number 4.